Old things have duality. They can be admired and criticized. I wander around my college campus, marveling at the impressive brick facades of the past while simultaneously cringing at the thought of their environmental inefficiency. These buildings have served as wonderful gathering spaces for learning, though they were initially constructed for a limited population. The first class was comprised entirely of white men. Accessibility for those with handicaps was not considered. The degraded bricks, worn concrete pillars, and sash windows are from another time, a conflicted time. I want to appreciate the roots of the university out of which blossomed a quality education that I am privileged to receive. Still, I must realize that foundations are not always kind. An imbalance of duality challenges what is worth keeping. When the volume of criticism overpowers praise of tradition, changes are considered. On some college campuses, buildings named after those tied to white supremacy have been retitled. Affirmative action programs have been implemented by universities in an effort to diversify their student populations and move away from homogeneity. Single occupancy restrooms are one of many initiatives towards a more gender inclusive environment. Accommodations for those with disabilities have been advanced. These aren't changes for the sake of change. They result from confronting existing structures that can make navigating college difficult. There is certainly more work to be done. Nevertheless, there is an acknowledgement that progress is necessary. Confronting prevailing flaws within any institution is a challenge. Separating oneself from hurtful origins is easier. I can't believe they did that, I've often thought when I've learned about examples of brutal prejudice throughout America's history. I know better than my white predecessors. Still, my identity is part of a legacy. Institutional memory is a transcendent we that extends across time. I am part of the human collective that has been, is, and will be. I think then it's more appropriate to respond, I can't believe we did that. We are still doing it. As William Faulkner puts it, the past is never dead. It's not even past. We are close to our histories and accountable for our futures. I have the opportunity, the responsibility, to learn how I can help make things better. And yet, there are those who say things used to be better. It was a much simpler time, I've heard some remark about the past. Change can threaten a comfortable lifestyle. When ideas and structures have existed for a while, their modification or removal isn't just a threat to tradition, it's a threat to familiarity. The absence of what was once common requires people to adapt to an evolving landscape. The lens through which one sees the world is blurred with an archaic outlook, and clarity is only possible when one opens their mind to change. I want to have dialogue that facilitates this openness. It takes more than truth and knowledge for people to see reality. It takes empathy. I cannot pretend that I know what's best for others or what will make the world a better place. I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm wandering through the campus of my mind, confronting existing structures of perspective and understanding how I can correct their errors and make necessary additions. Still, I recognize that there are ideas worth preserving. Perhaps there will always be the tension of duality, knowing that nothing has and will ever be ideal. Even so, we are making progress. We are choosing to do better. I can't believe we did that, they'll say. I can.